What's going on? I'm Sam, and I've been so lazy getting this truck built. When I started out, I was working on this thing so much. I was ready to get it done. 30 days it was going to be done. Now I'm kind of in turtle mode. It's been 30 days since the start, but not necessarily 30 days of work. So I've really been just dragging on this project. Today I wanted to address one of the giant problems, which is the shower kit. When I cut this thing, I got it cut super quick. I was ready to go. I didn't realize how much of a problem it was going to be. There were some giant gaps I had to address, but I thought it was going to be like regular carpentry where you can hide a lot of problems with trim. What I didn't realize is because of the curve of the ceiling and the curve of the shower, it makes this complex curve that's super hard to trim. I had some ideas of using flexible crown molding, which wouldn't have been flexible enough. I was going to 3D print some trim that contoured everything perfectly, but that would have been a whole lot of work. I thought about doing some fiberglass work, but to make that look good, that would have been way too much work. And I just spent so much time thinking about this. I bounced some ideas off of a few other people, and we talked about putting flex tape up over it, but I thought that would look kind of cheap if it wrinkled. There was just a lot of stuff. I had an idea in my head. I ended up realizing it might be the only solution, so I bought some of this Pine Ridge solid wood double beaded planking, and I thought I could trim around the top with that. I also thought about maybe just taking out the shower kit and replacing it with another identical one I had that I would take a lot more time on and make sure I cut it perfectly. But since I already painted the walls, I'd have to rip a wall out and didn't really want to deal with it. So today I decided to do something temporary to see if I could make this thing look good. So I got some foam and a compass and started tracing the contour of the shower on this foam. Ended up cutting the foam out and then getting the foam contours and transferring them to a board. So then I cut the boards out. I had one for each side and some corner pieces. And once it was ready, I got the hot glue gun heated up to put it in. I love this cordless hot glue gun from Ryobi. Like, it's amazing. I have their soldering iron too, and I just love having these cordless tools. Anyway, I decided to hot glue everything in so I can see how it looks. I kept everything rough cut because I, one, didn't want to spend the time doing perfect cuts if it didn't work. And two, I just want to see how it looks. And if it looks good, I'll go back and do perfect contour cuts later. So then every single end piece, at least the back piece, will need scribed. And what I'll do is I'll actually bevel the top pieces here so that they conform to the roof a little bit better. Right now it's cut flat so they're proud, but if I cut this at this angle or steeper, I'll be able to get this tip super flush. So this gives me a pretty good idea of what this would look like. Obviously it's not done, it needs a lot of work. This would be filled in. There'd be a back plate up top that captures those. But from looking at this, I think it will work out. All of these will be trimmed even. I left everything super long just because all the edges are rough and I need to clean that up. The top of all these get a bevel so it will go higher and flush. This piece will also have to get a bevel, and all of these pieces I'll go over with a better scribing tool so that I can match this exact contour and some of these Phillips heads, while also cleaning up the edges and then trimming these edges on bottom to length. This worked out pretty good, but I have to adjust the 45-degree insert back here just a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to make something on the back so that these are supported in two places, not just one. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to keep everything wood color and just use a bunch of varnish or if I'll end up just painting it white to make sure it's a little more water resistant. Some of these boards even need replaced because there's giant holes in them. So I'm going to go through and change those out too. Really, I just wanted to see what this would look like and see if it's a viable option. It doesn't look quite as good as I thought. I mean, obviously it's rough, but I think it will do what I want it to. I probably will paint it white so that it camouflages in with everything a little better. I wouldn't say I'm super happy with the results so far, but I am a little bit happy that I've started moving on this project again. Tomorrow I'll get back to the shower, see if I can knock it out, see how it will look. I have a lot of other stuff to do, and I need to get it done pretty quick because this project is now hanging me up. I might even end up having to sell it right away when I'm done. I might not be able to keep it just because I have a lot of money and time in it. But we'll see. I might have another project coming in soon. And if that's the case, I might not have to sell this right away. I'm definitely going to Florida first, though, whether I'm selling it or not. I am going to take like a week and just try this thing out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, buddy, did you have a good day? Yeah. Do you want to go home? Do you want to see Toby? Toby's in Florida. Let's go home.